You know what? I believe that we all start at zero. We all do. My grandson stopped by yesterday after baseball practice, and he was all dirty from practice, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you learning how to slide? Because sliding is something that he's been kind of afraid to do. And, he was like, well, not real. I'm kind of, he's still kind of timid about it. And I thought about this later, but I think that the thing I'm going to say to him next time I see him is, hey, everybody starts from zero. And that's one of my guiding principles in life and in business, is that we all start from zero, and we all need help. We all need support. We all need someone cheering for us. And so I think I'm going to have that conversation with my grandson, because he was really discouraged that he didn't get the sliding thing down right for baseball. Like, he wasn't really, he's watched some kids just go all out. They're fearless. They're just like sliding all over the place. And he has never been able to do that. But everybody starts from zero. Everybody starts from zero. And that's one of my guiding principles. And I have a couple of more. I just thought I'd share those with you today. The first one is, I really believe that most people, I used to say everybody, but I've seen a lot of people not get here, even after they know better. But I think that most people really are doing the best they can with the information that they have at the moment. There is that saying, when you know better, you do better. And if you know better and you don't do better, then you're not one of those people I'm talking about, right? It is a beautiful day here. Thank you. I thought I would sit outside today. It might be kind of noisy because I have a pond waterfall going on behind me. But I thought I would just sit in the shade in my backyard while we chatted today. It is beautiful, and it's not, I'm in Southern California, so we have this blessing of not having the high humidity. It was a little worse this morning, but the clouds have cleared now, and it's probably barely 80 degrees, and there is a light breeze. So I spent some time in the South last month, and I feel for you all, because I don't know if I could live there, but thank you for saying that. It is a beautiful day here where I am. So I've been talking about my guiding principles in life, and the first one that I think I really have to go by is that nearly everyone is doing the best they can with the information that they have. And therefore that leads to my next one, which is grace fills the gaps. If you cannot extend grace to someone who is really trying their best, then you need to look inward and think about all the times that grace has been extended to you, right? So those are my top two. My third guiding principle is that everyone starts at zero, and that is the lesson that I am going to chat with my grandson next time I see him, because he's concerned about not really knowing how to slide yet in baseball. He's only 10, okay? He's got time. But there are, of course, other kids who already have it figured out. And when I think about my life and my business, there are other women my age who are killing it. They've already got the fitness stuff figured out. They've already got the hormone stuff figured out. They really understand, how to really do their life the best. And I maybe am not there yet. So I give myself some grace. I fill those gaps with grace. We give other people grace. We fill those gaps with grace until they learn better. And everybody starts from zero. So if you're at a place in your business, if you're at a place and you're learning something new, and you don't see that yet, that you're comparing yourself to someone who is way up here on the spectrum of where you want to be, it's okay to look at that and go, yeah, I have that. That's my goal. This is my goal up here. This is my goal up here. But this is where I am right now. So what do we do with that space in between? We learn better so that we can do better. We hope others will extend grace to us while we do that. And we extend grace to ourselves, because what is the point of beating yourself up when you really, it doesn't do you any good, and it will not make you learn the things faster. So that's all I wanted to stop by and say today. This is day 5 of me challenging myself to go live every day this month. I don't know if it will increase my viewers. I don't know if it will help with my launch this fall, but I'm doing it anyway because I want to connect with you. And I think that I'm also going to be going live with other people as the month progresses. So if you are one of those people and you have something you want to talk about, let's chat behind the scenes in the DMs and get that set up. Yes, okay, listen. They see the glory, but they don't know the entire story. Yeah, we see in others where we want to get. You know, I'd like to lose 30 pounds. I'm working towards that. I'd like to see the physicality that gives me. I posted recently about how I could not get up on a water ski, but then I had to give myself grace, like, it's been nearly 20 years since you've tried doing that. What are you doing thinking that suddenly 20 years later you can hop up on a water ski when you're just different now, you know? And it gave me some goals, so I will fill that gap with some knowledge, some learning, some training. Maybe I'll be able to do it next year. Failing is one of the things that really gets us to the place where we understand ourselves and we learn how to do better. And there's no getting around that. And that's something that I think I also need to talk to my grandson about. Because not only do we all start at zero, everybody starts in the same place. When we compare ourselves to the people who started before us and therefore are way ahead of us, we're really doing ourselves a disservice. And we are actually stifling our own growth by doing that. But if we can look at where somebody else is as a goal, admire them, not compare ourselves to them, but admire them, give ourselves grace for that gap, because grace fills that gap, then we can get there eventually. It's not a contest. It's not a contest. So thank you so much for being here with me. If you have any other comments, I would love to see them. I do appreciate that statement. They see the glory, but don't know the entire story. That's a great thing to leave you with. So thanks for being here today. I still don't have a schedule for this, but if you want to get on my email list, and if I do get a point, like if I'm doing a live with someone else, those will be scheduled. I will definitely go ahead and send out an email about that. Okay, so just DM me your email, or I'm sure you know what, there's a link in my bio. If you scroll to the bottom of those links, it'll say get on the newsletter, and you'll get it there. Okay, so thanks for being here today, and I will see you again tomorrow, because I can't mess up my streak. I'm on day 5, and consistency is something that I'm really working on, giving myself grace for. I mean, I'll give myself a hall pass if I really need it, but I'm giving myself grace. And I'm learning, the challenge to go live every day is a big stretch for me, especially for somebody who usually is by myself in a padded room talking into a microphone and reading something someone else has written. So talking extemporaneously and about a certain topic, especially when no one's here yet, no one showed up yet. Richard, the Richard's Perfect 10 plus 1. Well, I'm gonna have to look at your account. I'm sorry, I can't see the profile picture very well. So I will check out your account. Thank you for saying have a blessed day, and thank you for your input. They see the glory but don't know the story. That is so true. You all have a blessed, beautiful day and a great rest of your week, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. All right, take care.